afternoon and welcome to KUltural Cook-Off, where two Kingston student teams are going to compete in making the best dish from their own culture for the least amount of money. What do you usually have for dinner? Takeaway, frozen pizza, or do you cook yourself a nice meal every day? University, we have a huge population of international students. In this episode, we have a team from China versus a team from Norway. Each team have prepared a tutorial of how to cook a traditional meal consisting of a main dish and a dessert while trying to keep the budget as low as possible. Today, they will bring out the same dish for our judges to taste. Joining us in the studio are two amazing chefs who will decide who's the winner. Please welcome into the studio Salvo Levontino, a sous chef at Strada, and Rafik Hameima, also a sous chef at Strada. Nice meeting you guys.
Hello, nice to meet you.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, very good.
What is Strada like?
Strada is an Italian restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and you can find all Italian recipes.
Mm-hmm.
Something it's not properly Italian, but it's more English with the Italian taste. Yeah.
Okay. So what is your speciality, guys? Rafik?
So there's many things, like pastas, pizzas, as well, the risotto, rice.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
so-
about you, Salvo?
I like to do pasta and risotto,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm Italian, so I like to do this one.
Okay. When you were a student, did you used to cook a lot?
It was one of my hobbies.
Cooking was one of your hobbies?
Yes.
Well, that's great. And tell me, what will you be looking for in a meal today?
Presentation,
Mm-hmm.
the tasting as well,
Mm-hmm.
and if fresh or frozen.
Mm-hmm. That's great. What about you, Salvo?
Yeah, the presentation is very important for me, and the how smell, so every sense are involved in this, the
Okay.
taste, everything.
Why is presentation important?
Because you have the first impression is when you look at the plate, so it must be nice.
That's great. Thank you for that. The Chinese team chose to cook the Brits' all-time favorite Chinese dish. Let's find out what it is.
Hello guys.
Hello everyone. We're making sweet and sour pork and a dessert with fruit such as mango, grapefruit with coconut milk and this special kind of rice called tapioca pill. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's like a traditional Chinese food. It's from it's South China.
South
Yeah,
China.
it's very famous in South China. The people eat this every day after dinner, so we
It's
will
really
show you
refreshing.
today.
So yeah, and she will be mainly cooking the main dish, which is the sweet and sour pork, and I'll be on the dessert. So yeah, here we go. Monica taught me a really clever mango cutting technique. Basically, I cut on this side and that side, so pick out the seed in the middle and then slice it into little check, and then I can turn it all over. It's a really beautiful technique. Right, this meat is the pork Monica bought from Waitrose, and she said because in UK you don't release the blood of the meat, so
it like
it like electric shock.
Yeah.
That's how they die. So in order to remove the stink, Monica put the meat in the water and soak for overnight to remove the
to
blood and the stinky.
clean the blood and make the meat soft, and it's more delicious when you eat.
Yeah. In this step, she's gonna use the egg yolk to mix with the meat so to make it more tender. But basically in the market we learned, if you see those leaves, if they come off really easily, it means the pineapple is ready to eat. So that's one new technique. And this fruit is not for the dessert. It's actually gonna go into the frying pan with the meat to give it a little sweet and refreshing taste. Okay, as you can see, I'm trying to separate the little, like this, from the grapefruit. So I need to peel not only that skin off, also this skin off. It's really hard. This is 10 times more sour than the vinegar you put in fish and chips. So this is usually what we make the sweet and sour sauce from. This is the sour, super sour. That's the mix of potato flour and water. Usually to thicken the sauce, we add that in to make it more thick. Yeah,
Now we put the vegetables and the pork in it. Okay, we finished.
Finally! We finished on time. Hope the judges like it.
Wow, that looks delicious.
Thank you.
Well, hello Monica and hello Cherry.
Hi, hello.
How do you think you guys did?
I think we did a pretty good job. Yeah, because I think the dish looks really pretty and it's really tasty as well.
Did it take you a long time to cook the food?
No,
No.
just like it was under an hour.
That's
So
good.
about 45
Yeah.
minutes, yeah.
Okay. Do you cook a lot of Chinese dishes at home then?
Yes, almost every day.
She's
Really?
very
Yeah.
picky.
Really?
She's very
Cooking is my
picky.
favorite hobby.
Is it?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. What about you?
When I have time, yeah,
cook.
and I'm really extreme actually. When I feel lazy, I do not cook at all. And then when I do want to cook, I can spend hours just for making one meal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite Chinese dish?
My favorite is barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's completely different from the English barbecue. It's we put the fresh meat. I think we spice it up and then put it on the stew and then barbecue it. We don't use any ketchup or any. We don't add on any
Sauces.
real sauce on top of it. Well,
Okay.
It's just salt and some traditional Chinese
Herbs,
sauce.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite dish then?
Mine is dumplings.
Dumplings.
Yeah, of course it's dumplings.
Is it? Do you guys like English food as well?
Not really.
You don't like English food?
No, I just found. I like Sunday roast and starting to like fish and chips. I guess
The
because
typical one.
yeah. Not many other English dishes I can name actually.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I love
what-
Italian food though.
So what you cooked, you're so sure that you've done it well and the chefs will like it.
I think so. I hope so.
Okay, well, let's ask the chefs then. Well, I'm back to you, Salvo and Rafiq. So, Salvo, if you can just taste the main dish for me and tell me how you think it tastes. And also, Rafiq, if you can taste the dessert for me and tell me how it tastes. Is it nice?
It's very nice.
Is it very nice?
Yes.
Have you
Is
ever
it
tasted this
sweet?
before?
No.
You have not
never
tasted
tasted
sweet and
before.
sour before?
No.
Okay, then explain to me, what does it taste like and why does it taste nice?
It's sweety
Mm-hmm.
and smooth is the meat is not hard, it's soft, and the vegetables are good with this. It's in harmony.
Okay,
I think it's very good.
that's great.
Like
Okay, so what about you, Rafiq? What do you think of
Yeah,
the
it's
dessert?
amazing, you know.
Is it? Have
I
you
like,
tasted that
yeah,
before?
yes. Yeah.
And it's called the tapioca? It's
Yeah,
called the
it's creamy,
tapioca.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. What does it taste of?
Like cream.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's creamy, fantastic. You know, it's amazing.
Well, the competition looks very tight. It looks like Team China has done a good job there.
I'm very pleased.
That's good. You're welcome. The team from Norway have used mostly British ingredients for a Norwegian dish. Let's see how that went.
Hello everyone, we're Team Norway and we'll be making hasselback potato, lammeboller og viltsaus, which is in English, it's basically potatoes with cheese over, homemade lamb, meatballs and a wild sauce. Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna start with the apple pie. So basically what I need is just a couple of spoons of sugar and flour and the butter. Because you're just baking, I'm just gonna take everything about the measure it will be, and hopefully it will be tasteful.
So I'll be putting the potatoes with a little bit of butter on them and salt, and I'll be putting them in the microwave for 10 minutes so they will cook quicker when we put them in the oven.
So I think that one should be done, and I will wash my hands and then cut the apples. It would have been a bit better if the knife wasn't that big, but you have to use what you got. Now that I'm done by cutting off all the apples, as I said, I will take the dough and try to sprinkle it over the apples.
I'm going to start with the sauce. So I just put the flour in the pot with the butter and just stir it around until it gets like a little bit of a golden colour and melts a bit. And this is the lamb, grounded lamb in a pot, about 500 grams, and then some crumbles on top, and then we'll season it with some nutmeg powder, because that's really good.
I'm just going to put the potato in the oven, and I'm going to stay there for a while until you can see the cheese has melted and starting to have a bit golden surface as well. I'm just like mushing everything together, and then we're going to make it into meatballs afterwards. Yeah, so right now I'm just rolling all of the meatballs into little bowls, and then I place them in a frying pan where we stay there until they're ready. The trick is to try to make all of them the equal size. The last one's going to be a bit bigger than the other ones, but that's how it is.
I'm going to put this in the sauce and make it a rich flavour. It's goat cheese, and we call it brown cheese because it's brown, as you can see, and it's from back home, it's from Norway, and it's really good.
I like the look of this on the top, so you just have to keep turning them so it doesn't burn too much on one side. Sauce is really good. Those are cooking, and I will check how it looks like inside the oven.
So this is the finished product, and it took a little bit longer than we expected, about 2 minutes longer, but it smells delicious, and I'm looking forward to digging into this.
Team Norway have now joined us in the studio. Hello Marcus and Maria. How are you guys doing?
Okay, yeah.
That food does indeed smell delicious. How long did it take you to cook it?
Took about
47 minutes?
47 minutes, yeah.
And it looks very healthy.
It is.
Of course.
It's meat and vegetables and potato. You can't get more healthy than that, can you?
That's true. Do you normally cook at home?
I do. I live with 3 other people, and usually we cook the dinner together.
And is it always Norwegian food?
It's pretty much a mix of everything of what we feel like that day. Try to vary.
That's great. What about you, Maria?
I cook alone because all of my housemates we have different timetables, so it's quite hard to eat dinner together. So I normally just cook for me, and I always get leftovers and stuff. So I try to make them as small portions as possible, but it's really hard.
No.
So I normally make my own food, or I take away. I'm like known for the pizza girl in the house. Do the pizza or pasta or anything, yeah.
So what's your favourite Norwegian dish?
My favourite Norwegian dish is fårikål, which is basically lamb at the bottom, and then you have a layer
Basically
of cabbage.
lamb and cabbage.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then you have like flour on top of it, spices, and then you just layer it like you would layer a lasagna, and then you let it cook for about 2 hours, and it's so good.
Okay.
Probably the best one.
Yeah, it's the best one.
How
Yeah.
about you, Marcus? What's your favourite dish?
It actually is the same.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys have the same taste for food, I
Pretty
guess.
much do.
Maybe, yeah.
That's good.
So,
Do you guys like English food?
I do.
It's quite similar to the food we have
Yeah.
at home, I think. So
It's not that different.
yeah, except for some of the tastes are of course different, but yeah,
What would you normally have on a Sunday
a roast,
roast?
a
Yeah.
roast or steak.
Mhm.
Steak, yeah, roast or steak, homemade by my dad.
And do you think you did well?
yeah, I actually am quite.
Very sure.
I'm very unsure. Yeah.
That's great.
Because
Well,
I imagine
let's
the other team is good as well.
Yes,
Okay.
and Chinese food is really good, so I don't really know.
Okay, well, let's see what the chefs think about it then.
Yep.
Well, again, back to you, Salvo. If you can taste the main dish, and Rafiq, if you can taste the dessert, and give me a feedback of how it tastes like. Looks very healthy. That must have taken you pretty good time. It doesn't look like something you cook for 40 minutes. That's good. It looks very well.
And you can pre-make some of it and then do it later.
Okay, that's great. So I'll start with you, Rafiq. What
Yeah.
do you think of the dessert?
I can feel taste, it's good. Yeah,
Is
fine,
it?
Good, yeah.
Have you had apple crumbles before?
Yes.
You have
Yeah.
had. Does it taste just like an ordinary apple crumble, or does it have a little twist into it?
Yeah, just without the cream.
Hmm.
This one with cream in it, but it's good.
Do you think Team Norway did a good job on that?
I think so.
You think so? You can be honest.
Yeah.
That's great. So what about you, Salvo? What do you think
It's
of?
a very nice presentation.
Mhm.
It's a like restaurant presentation,
Mhm.
and I like this cheese. It's nice, tasty.
Have you had it before?
I don't think so.
Have you had something similar to
Similar,
that
yes,
before?
yes. So like meatballs, Italian meatballs, I think.
Is it?
Similar.
Oh, that's great. So would you take something like this and put in your restaurant?
Yes,
You will?
yes.
And then you will hire these 2 people to cook for you the Norwegian food?
It depends on the timing.
That's why
The
they
restaurant is
they
very
said it's
important.
only 45 minutes.
It's a bit too much for a restaurant.
Well, thank you. This competition is not only about taste, but also the constraints of a student budget. Most of the ingredients were bought in the marketplace, but is this really the cheapest place to buy food from? Who saved the most money? Let's find out. So here is the list of ingredients that Team Norway and Team China used. By carrying out some research on the products comparing food in different stores such as Sainsbury's, Asda, Tesco, Waitrose, Lidl and Kingston Market, let's see which place sells the cheapest ingredients used. And in the end, we will announce which team saved more on their products. So let's start with Team Norway. Here's the list of the ingredients they used. Apples, 1 kilogram of lamb meat, crumbles, cauliflower, broccoli, potatoes, 1 egg, grated cheese and butter. So looking at the price for apples, Asda and the Market seems to be the cheapest place to purchase, and Waitrose of course is the most expensive at £1.95. Lamb meat is cheap in Asda, Sainsbury's and surprisingly Waitrose for just £8. Broccoli is cheaper in the Market for just 45p, so is the potato for 20p and carrots for just 30p. An egg is cheaper in Lidl for the price of 11p, grated cheese for the price of £1.59 and butter for just 98p. Looks like Lidl is in the lead. Moving on to Team China. They bought mango, pineapple, 500 gram of grapefruit, peppers, 1 kilogram of pork and coconut milk. Comparing the prices again, a mango is very cheap in the Market with a price of 50p, so is the pineapple. For 500 gram of grapefruit, it is cheap in Lidl for 29p and coconut milk is cheap in Sainsbury's for just, wait, 50p. But when it comes to 1 kilogram of pork fillet, Tesco has the lowest price for just £8. Now, let's add up the cheap items from stores and market and compare it with the total that Team Norway and Team China spent. The cheap total food from our research shows that Team Norway's lowest price would have been £10.57 and China £5.50. But Team Norway spent £11.50, which means that they spent 93p more. And in total, Team China spent £6.70, meaning they spent £1.20 more. Well done Team Norway. In conclusion, most of the fruits and veg are cheaper from the market compared to the stores. Out of all the supermarkets, Lidl has the most cheaper products. Oh well, next time you know where to get your cheap items from. Wow guys, what a surprise.
Yeah.
Are you shocked of the results?
Yeah, I thought we bought on everything on the lowest price.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm-
Are you shocked as
Yeah,
well?
I'm really shocked. I didn't know that there were cheaper places to find things.
Okay. Cherry, where do you normally shop?
Because I fancy Chinese food, so I would often go to the Asian supermarket, and then occasionally I go to Chinatown, like to buy some proper ingredients. And vegetables and fruit I shop in the market because they're fresh and really cheap.
Okay. How about you, Marcus? Where do you shop for your ingredients?
It's usually Sainsbury's. Trying to go there once a week.
Yeah. Why is that?
It's just easy actually, and it has everything that I pretty much need. Although I wish I could go to the marketplace more often, but I guess I'm lazy.
Okay.
So close at like 4, so when you're in uni until 4, you don't have that chance. So
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
close really early.
So what about Team China? Do you think it's cheaper to get ingredients from here or from China?
Oh, China is cheaper
It's
than here.
much cheaper.
Oh, of course, much cheaper. Because one in China, one pound, 1 English pound is equal to 10 yuan.
Yeah.
So the vegetables pretty much stays the same number, but it's a completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1 quid in here you can get certain food, but same number price, but the Chinese yuan is a lot lower. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah.
What about you, Maria?
in Norway it's a lot more expensive to buy any food. We have a higher minimum wage, so all the prices are higher as well. And it's quite rare to get really good vegetables in this. Because we don't have really markets, do we?
Okay.
don't.
Well, let's see what the judges think and let's find out who the winner is. I think you're all excited about that. So back to you judges for the final question we've been all waiting for.
So both team was very good, did a good job. One was better presentation, and I think the other one was good, better taste.
How about you, Rafiq?
I think it's the same,
The other one was in better in presentation,
Yeah.
and the other one was better in taste.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's find out the winner. Who have you chosen as the winner? Team Norway or Team China?
Team Chan.
Team China as the winner. Well done, Team China. You've done a really good job.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Team Norway as well.
Thank
Well done.
you.
Well, here is your prize, guys.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Here is your prize, guys. You have a free meal at Strada Restaurant.
Oh,
my God.
Thank you. I want a free meal.
Well, you
Let's
can
go
find
there
the
tonight.
judges.
Let's go there tonight.
Well, thank you so much, judges, for joining us
You're
today.
welcome.
And that's all we have for today. Thank you all for watching. Until next time.